In this video, you'll learn how to stabilize a footage in Premiere Pro. So don't throw away that clip that you thought was too shaky. You can probably still save it. The next effect I'll show you will save a lot of your clips. So just because your clips are shaky, because you handheld the camera when you were shooting them, don't throw them away. You can use this next effect I'll show you to save those clips. The effect I'm talking about is the warp stabilizer. Let's first have a look at this clip. So if I just go and play this clip, you see how shaky it is. This will be a bit more obvious if I just click and drag my playhead left and right, and you can see how the clip is shaking. Now, if I wanted to stabilize this, and eventually what I want to do is to add some titles on top of this, so I don't want the clip to call attention to itself when the viewer is trying to read the text. So, I'm going to go to the Effects panel and search for Warp Stabilizer. There we go. Here's the effect. I'll just go and drop this on top of the clip. And then I'll get a message here saying that it's being analyzed in the background. What that means is I can continue to edit the rest of my timeline. Because usually the analysis takes a little while. It doesn't stop you from editing the rest of the timeline. I can just go forwards and then do whatever I want to do to these clips. So I'm going to go back to this clip and check what happens in the Effect Controls panel. Here, in the Effect Controls panel, the Warp Stabilizer is applied. And this is the progress bar. So right now, we have 1 minute left. I'll speed this part up for you so we can have a look at the results.
Hey, it's me. Are you finding this video helpful? If you are, please subscribe to our channel so you can get more content like this. And I'll give you another reason why that's a good idea at the end of the video. For now, let's continue.
Now that it's done analyzing it, that orange bar now shows us that it's now being stabilized, and that's not going to take as long. And once that bar disappears, we now know that the clip has been stabilized. Let's have a look at the result. Without changing any of the settings of the effect, I'll just scrub through the timeline so you can see how stable this clip is now compared to what it was like before. So take a look. You see the clip is still moving, but it's not shaking as much, so it's almost as if it was shot on a gimbal. Let me show you what it was like before, so I'll just go and turn this effect off. If I do the same now, see how shaky the clip was. I'll turn this back on. Now if this isn't smooth enough for you, you can come down to here where it says smoothness and increase this from, let's say, 50% to, say, 150%. And that's going to restabilize. It won't need to reanalyze, so it won't take as long. But once that's done, it's now going to be even smoother, so take a look. So all of those little motions caused by the handheld camera are gone. Now, let's say you didn't want to smooth this, but you wanted to make it look as if it was shot on a tripod. Well, that's also possible. Where it says result here, if you change the smooth motion option to no motion, it will restabilize it, and the result is going to be a locked off clip. So take a look. If the clip was moving a little too much, and as a result the perspective changes, this no motion option can sometimes cause some weird issues. For example, if I go forward a little bit, you see towards the end, this weird thing happens here. That's because I was walking when I was shooting this, so that the perspective is changing, so it doesn't know how to make that clip look like it was a locked off shot, because the contents are drastically different from one frame to the next. So, in this case, I actually don't want the no motion option, I want to have smooth motion, and then the smoothness is set to 150%, and that's going to be enough. I'll now show you a comparison of the two clips side by side, one with this stabilization, one without. I think the difference is quite obvious there. So don't throw away your clips because they're too shaky. You can always try and save them with the warp stabilizer effect first.
Before you go, if you want to enter our weekly prize draw, where you could win a free training course that's fully live and interactive and worth over $1,000, make sure you subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications. That's all you have to do. Thanks again for watching the video, and I'll see you on the next one.